Hi, welcome to Future Dragon Rocket. I am not Ryan Reynolds.
House of the Dragon episode 6 review and recap. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about. So, first of all, this is the age up episode. The first 5 episodes had younger actors and actresses. So now it's the second half of the season, 10 episodes ending October 23rd with older actors and actresses to kind of move along the plot and storyline. But first, we have Princess Rhaenyra in the opening scene giving birth to her third child, who her husband, Elena Valerion, names Joffrey, of all things. Um, she doesn't like that. She's like, quit naming my kids. These are like my kids. I'm doing the work, which totally makes sense, actually. And then we find out she has 2 sons already, Lucerys and Jacaerys. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But then King Viserys shows up to meet his newest grandchild, and looks like he's missing a hand, missing some hair. Um, Probably had COVID 4 times. Next, an awesome scene. We finally get to see the dragon pit in all its splendor, still fully built and not destroyed. Because if you remember in the finale, basically like the final episode, the final season and the final episode of Game of Thrones, they're all kind of like meeting up in the ruins of the dragon pit. So it's really cool to, kind of see that still intact. Princess Rhaenyra's oldest kid, not sure if it's Lucerys or Jacaerys, which one's the oldest kid's name. He's in the dragon pit, getting lessons, teaching his dragon Vermax commands and everything. Lets it burn a goat. He's essentially like asking the dragon master, like, "Can I say Dracarys, please?" It was really cute, really funny. Queen Alicent's youngest child, I guess, goes wandering down into the basement of the dragon pit after getting teased and pranked by his brothers and half grand cousins, whatever they are, whatever their relationship is, after they give him a goat, not a goat, but a pig. Um, they give him a pig and they say it's a dragon. Hey, we found a dragon for you, but it's actually a pig. Um, Whatever. It was funny. Queen Alicent's youngest child is down, exploring the basement of this dragon pit. He finds a huge dragon down there. I assume he's gonna try to ride it. I'm not sure what dragon that was, to be honest with you. It might be Princess Rhaenyra's dragon down there. I'm not sure whose dragon that would be, actually. And find out that not only does Queen Alicent have 2 sons with King Viserys, but also a daughter as well. And then Queen Alicent tells the king that his daughter, Princess Rhaenyra, should not be having, but she's trying to say bastards, but she says brown-haired boys or normal-looking boys. Um, Hilarious, hilarious scene. I don't know who wrote this, but shout out to the writer who put this in the episode. But Queen Alicent walks in on her oldest son jerking off while standing on a window ledge, like high up in King's Landing. That was freaking hilarious. Cut to Daemon Targaryen flying his dragon Caraxes with his new wife, second cousin, whatever their relationship is, Elena Valerion, and her dragon too, Vagar. She's riding the biggest dragon still alive, Vagar. And then we cut back to King's Landing, and Sir Harwin Strong fucks up Sir Christian Cole during some sword practice. That was a really cool scene. He fucked him up because Christian Cole's essentially saying, like, you fathered some bastards with the princess. Then during a council meeting, a king's council meeting, Princess Rhaenyra is offering her son, I guess, I don't know if it's older son or younger son, she has 3 of them now, to wed Queen Alicent's daughter, just kind of like unite the house, unite the Targaryens, unite the whole family, instead of going into the Civil War. And Queen Alicent doesn't like that. She's, I don't know, a purist, if you will. Um, the Hand of the King tries to quit his job. He's like, I can't be Hand of the King anymore. I'm all caught up in all this corruption. But the king won't let him. The Hand of the King says he wants to go back home to Harrenhal to settle some matters with his son. So the king says, fine, go. Daemon Targaryen's new wife, Lena Valerian, apparently she is, I guess, had a stillborn or something that won't come out. So she's basically in the scenario of the first episode, the pilot episode, where King Viserys' first wife she's in childbirth, she's in labor, and the husband has to make a decision. Like, do you want to save the baby? Do you want to save the wife? Damon doesn't really know what to do. Elena Valerion just walks out like a badass, still with, I'm not sure if it's the baby's still alive or not in her belly, walks out and says, you know what? No one's going to make the decision for me. I know, like, I'm doomed. I'm going to die. So I'm going to make my dragon kill me. I'm going to go out like a boss. And she has to kind of beg her dragon Vagar to kill her by fire like 3 times. So she's crying out, yelling out Dracarys to her dragon like 3 times before Vagar actually consumes her with flame. Earlier in the episode, it was really weird that we saw some prisoners get set free only to have their tongues cut out. Not sure where that was going. But now at the end of the episode, we found out where that was all going. Sir Harwin Strong is back in Harrenhal, and he gets burned alive, which is crazy. Very well written part of the episode. That whole plot of having Queen Allison talk to Laris. Laris is the club-footed guy, the handicapped guy, who is basically telling prisoners on death row, like, I'll set you free if you go assassinate this dude. But hey, guess what? I'm going to cut your tongue out so you can never tattletale on me that we had you set free from prison only to assassinate someone. And this episode was just epic. Every episode just gets better and better. Like I've been saying, I think House of the Dragon is the show of the year, the show of 2022. It's definitely not for the lighthearted. It's definitely got some violence in there. But I can't wait to watch more seasons of this. I hope they continue building this franchise. I hope they continue building all of George R. R. Martin's source material into more spin-offs, because there's so much source material. There's so many good stories, so many good characters, and this is great. It's obviously not better than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones had so much else going on in different cities, across the Narrow Sea, a lot more families and characters, and of course, the Night's Watch and the White Walkers. But this still is just amazing. I think all the producers and showrunners are doing a great job. All the characters have something going on. It's all kind of intertwining. It's all involved. It's great. I highly recommend it.
Thanks so much for watching Future Dragon Rocket. Subscribe down below. Share on social media. See you next time.